This
relate.
conference will now be recorded.
Right. So I'm so just to give my background, I have a 20 plus experience in SAP, but I'm basically more of from technical background. So hopefully will help. I mean, I'm just giving my background, so I don't know how
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
difficult for me to grab those things. Yeah.
So we will go to very basic, as I told you, like and end-to-end process and business scenario will also I will explaining you, even though like a lot of people are having a functional background, still we are going to discuss a lot of business scenarios, so at least you will get a business flavor and how to map it in the system. That is a configuration part of it, so you will get further idea, and this is a good idea for a techno functional consultant. This is an excellent course, so yeah, welcome to the course. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thank you very
Ashish,
much.
so we are going to discuss, I mean, configuration area also, right? Just mapping
Yeah.
everything as you said. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
for the
no,
today's session, but yeah, in upcoming sessions we are going to discuss in depth, yeah, for each
yeah,
topic.
yeah, because without that, there is no point. So that's,
Yeah, there is no point, obviously. Yes.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Naveen, go ahead, Naveen. Yeah. Naveen, can you hear me, Naveen?
Hi, Naveen.
Yeah, go with your introduction, Naveen. Okay. Kunal?
Hey, hi team. Good evening.
Yeah,
It's
hi.
Kunal Patil, and I'm an SAP Ariba consultant who holds 5 years of experience. I do implementation work for various clients across the geographies, and I'm completely novel to this EWM. Looking at its importance and criticality and how it is easiest of business, I am interested in this module. So I hope I learn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
thanks.
definitely. Welcome to the session.
Thanks,
Hello.
Ashish.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yeah, you are now. Like, who is this?
Yeah, this
Naveen, go
is
ahead.
Naveen. Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi, Naveen.
Hi,
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, hi. Yeah, good evening and good morning, all. Yeah, this is actually, this is Naveen having experience of 11 years of experience in SAP ABAP HANA, okay, with multiple modules. So currently, previously I had like S4HANA implementation experience for 3 years. So totally 11 years. So yeah, currently I'm working in EWM projects since from 3 months onwards in like multiple topics like PPF, RF, like that. So in order to ensure the functionality was also, as I said earlier, like Ashish, I'm trying to explore my techno-functional skills. So that's why I have joined this session.
Yeah, so technical skills you already having in S4HANA.
Mm,
So
Not
you are
fully,
going.
little bit. Like right now, like since from 3 months onwards, I'm working in PPF RF concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're exploring
Okay.
techno-functional like configuration, what up in depth. So that's why
Sure,
I'm trying to enhance
definitely.
my skills. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the course. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Deepak, go ahead, Deepak.
Hi, Deepak.
Okay, Chandan? Chandan, please go ahead, Chandan. Chandan, seems you are in mute, Chandan. Okay. Yeah, Pavan, go.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Chandan. Now we can
Yes.
hear.
Hello, good
Finally, we can
morning.
hear you, sir.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everybody. My name is Chandan. I have around 22 years of experience in SAP. I've done a lot of implementation, lot of modules. I have basically done implementations in logistics, and most of the people I have worked with are in the group now, and I've worked with Naveen also previously for APO everything. Um, Thanks, Ashish, for helping us out.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Welcome to the demo session, Chandan, and hopefully we'll see you in the sessions as well.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah, Pavan.
Hey, hi, I'm Pavan. I've been working in SAP space for the last 15 years in various models, mostly pre-sales, sales, and cloud applications. As a company, we are planning to move from ECC to S4. So, being a solution architect, I would like to understand what EWM core functionalities are. So thanks for the call.
Yep. Welcome to the demo session. Yep.
Okay. Deepak, can you able to hear us at least, Deepak?
Hi. So I am an MMWM consultant. I have for about 12 years of experience. I've done 2 implementations and working on so currently support project. So I want to upgrade myself to the EWM.
Oh, excellent. Welcome to the demo session. We'll see it for the classes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Deepak, who has shared you the meeting invitation? It's not in my list actually. Sorry to check.
Naveen has shared it.
Okay. Fine, then no problem. I'll cross check with my team. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Shiva, could you able to hear me, Shiva?
Hello.
Yeah, Deepak, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Ashish, you can go ahead. I guess everyone is done. Okay. You go.
Okay. Thanks, Naveen. Thanks for setting up this. So hi guys. So we have a mixed batch of people. Like some of them are already having a huge experience to the like fresher people, and technical peoples are also there in this demo session. So today we are going to see about SAP has for HANA EWM training. And today's session is demo session, and today's agenda is basically to walk you through like whatever the EWM, what is EWM? First of all, what is warehouse? Why warehouse management solution is being used in industries? Uh, what are the options available in the current market? What SAP has to offer in this section? And how does SAP EWM evolve over the years, and we'll see some of the terminology and basic functions of it. We'll not go in very much detail about the configuration, as those topics are very much in detail. So whenever we take these sessions, we'll go through the business scenario, we'll do the configuration according to our business scenario, and we'll run the cycle. So this will be like, initially I'll show you the theoretical part, then we'll discuss the business scenario in every class going forward. But as this is the today's session, so we'll stick to this presentation. In between, I will also show you the SAP screens wherever it is required, or we'll try to run a few business cases over the time. So welcome to all, and let's start without wasting any time. Okay, so before we move ahead to SAP, we need to understand what is warehouse management and why warehouse management solution is required. So to depict this particular why, I have presented this slide where you can see there are 3 warehouses. So first warehouses, which you can see it here, is basically a very small scale warehouse where you are just storing all the goods or product within your warehouse facility, and whenever it is required, you are issuing to the customer. So basically warehouse is nothing but a storage facility where you will store your goods. And to do this is very much sufficient. Like there is a very simple warehouse, not much complicated processes are involved in it, and very small scale warehouse, not a large volume of number or products or goods are going to maintain in this warehouse, then it is okay, then it is fine. But if you see here in the second warehouse, where you have a quite bigger facility and you are using few of the functionality like batch management or quality management in it, okay, and you want to also integrate with your other business processes like sales and distribution, material management, and all sort of other functionality of the business should also integrate with your warehouse. So this is kind of a mid-range warehouse. And the third diagram which you can see here, it is a very complex warehouse where, as by diagram also you can you can expect that, okay, this is a very huge facility, warehouse facility, where you have multiple doors, Okay, you have complex processes like multiple door functionality, then you have batch management, quality management, handling unit, cross talking. Those kind of functionalities are also there in this. Or maybe the automatic conveyor belt system is there to pick up the products, and all those kind of robotic arm and all those things are there. So it is a very complex process. To manage this complicated processes, you need to have a certain warehouse management solution. Okay, so which will integrate all the processes, as well as it will also integrate with other business functionality like material management, SD, FI, and all sort of things. Okay, okay, let me also tell you, like, if you have any doubt in between, just raise your hand, or just stop me in between and ask you a question, because if there will be no questions, I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, now coming back to the warehouse management system. So right now we are not talking about any SAP EWM or SAP EWM functions or solutions. Right now we are talking about any warehouse management system. What are the basic function, or what is the basic expectation from any warehouse management solution? So the first point is to track and trace your product. Okay, like if you have your warehouse and you are receiving some sales order from the customer, and it is going to take you like 1 hour 2 hours to find out that product, where that product is situated within your warehouse, then there is no point of to keep this warehouse management system. It should be instantaneously. You should be able to say that, okay, this is my product, and you should be able to pinpoint that product within your warehouse facility. This warehouse facility might be very huge. Okay, so in that case, it is very important to track and trace your product. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for you to supply your product to your customer. So that is a basic functionality of any warehouse. Apart from that, you should be able to control the movements. When I say control the goods movement, means you have certain people in your warehouse where you want those people should work on particular area. For an example, you have group of people should work only on inbound processes or the outbound processes. Okay, so in that case, this warehouse management solution should be useful, right? And apart from that, it should also records the goods movement. When I say record the good movement, so all the people who are there in background, they know whenever you do any goods movement in material management, your material document and FI document will get generated. That is nothing but your records of goods movement. Okay, you have some movement type. With that movement type, you can identify that, okay, which movement has been done. You will be also see that who has done that movement, at what time and what date they have moved that stock, right? So similarly, there is some options should be there in your warehouse management solution to adopt this particular functionality. Okay, so far, any doubt, any confusion? This is a straightforward slide, so I don't think so you guys have any confusion, but let's see. Okay, now this slide is basically what SAP has to offer in warehouse management area. Okay, so we'll see some of the details about the like history of warehouse management, how SAP has evolved, or SAP EWM has evolved over the time. Okay, so initially when SAP was introduced, there was no warehouse management solution, which is I'm referring to the point number one. There were no warehouse management solution, and at that time SAP has realized that, okay, we need some warehouse management solution, as a lot of production industry were using a warehouse management functionality. So they have came up with lean warehouse management solution. So what is the basic difference between lean warehouse management and actual warehouse management? The lean warehouse management, like all the inventory management is taking place at a storage location level. So you know the org structure of SAP as if you have worked in or any other module. So you have company code, plant, and storage location. So in this structure, storage location is the smallest organizational level where you store your goods or product in it. So your lean warehouse management will based on the storage location level. So there is no separate organizational structure for your warehouse. Okay, so many people will ask that, okay, what is lean warehouse management, or like they can also ask me in some of the interview, like what is lean warehouse management solution. So that is nothing but your inventory management will take place at a storage location level. Now, after that, in 1993, SAP has released R3 version 2. At that time, they have released SAP WM. So SAP WM was a dedicated warehouse management solution where you have shifted your inventory management from storage location level to the bin level. So you have a separate organizational structure for your warehouse. Like under the storage location, you will create a warehouse, storage type, storage section, and bin. Okay, and all the inventory management will take place at a bin level, and ultimately it will get updated at a IM level. So this arrangement is was there, and this was a very popular module as it was able to deal with your RF requirement, radio frequency framework. You can use the RF guns, and this was popular like 2-3 decades. It was a very popular module. Still, there are a lot of clients which are still using this SAP WM functionality. Okay, after that, SAP has decided that okay, this is like purely on their business suite. Okay, like it was tightly integrated with other modules, but SAP has realized that okay, there are some issues. So what they did, they have decentralized this warehouse management. Okay, in our upcoming slide I'll explain you what is decentralized warehouse management solution and what is the reason to do it at a decentralized level. Okay, then gradually SAP has came up with SAP EWM, and this EWM module was initially was in SCM server. So SCM is basically a separate product of SAP supply chain management, and all the previous versions of EWM before embedded version, they all are on SCM. So from 7.0 to 9.4, they all are on SCM system. And afterwards, when SAP S4HANA was introduced in 2015, they have realized that, and for the marketing purpose, they were started providing some popular modules on S4HANA. But as they were in SCM system previously, so they were not able to like fully integrated or tightly integrated with S4HANA, but they have used word as embedded, because even though they are on the same client, but they still system still treat them as a separate box. So for that we need to create logical system and business system for this EWM system. That's why they have carefully use the word embedded, even though they are embedded, even though they are in the same client or same server, they are communicating with S4HANA. The EWM system is communicating with S4HANA. In upcoming slide, we'll see how S4HANA was previously communicating with our mainframe ERP system. And now what is the situation? Like after embedded version, how both the systems are communicating with each other. Okay, so this particular slide is nothing but your point number 3, uh, which is your SAP WM slide. Like SAP WM, like when SAP has introduced SAP WM, what was it was looking like and how it was different with other systems. So as I told you, like your inventory management was taking place, not taking place at a bin level. It was taking place at a bin level, not at a storage location level, and it was supporting the radio frequency solution and tracking and trace and pick. All the warehouse related activity, put away, picking, and internal movements can be possible with that particular framework of EWM, and it is excellent, or it is exceptional with integrating with other system. Okay, and this is the situation. So it is the same server or same client. In this, you like SAP WM system was tightly integrated with other functionalities. Okay, like inventory management or shipping and receiving also, like you are able to tightly integrate it, and all the inventory management was taking place at a pin level. Okay, Now related to the decentralized model. So what does the decentralized mean? Decentralized means your warehouse management solution is not in the same client. So it has been placed in a separate server or separate client or in the separate box, and it was integrated or it was interacting or integrated with your mainframe ERP system via standard BAPI connectors. Okay, but problem is that to start or to activate this, you need to maintain inbound delivery and outbound delivery solutions. You cannot directly go and create a purchase order and start working on it because as this is in a separate box. So all the decentralized warehouse model, your inbound delivery and outbound deliveries are mandatory. Okay, now what is that requirement to keep this warehouse management in a separate server? Okay, so the first point is the better performance. Obviously, if this your warehouse is your 24 by 7, like that all the activities is happening in warehouse management 24 by 7, and if you are or if this module is there in your mainframe ERP system, then your performance will get impacted. So it is if you separate this particular module, your performance will get better. You have 24 by 7 availability and low risk of downtime. And as I told you, like to activate this, you need inbound delivery and outbound delivery as a starting point. Otherwise, it is difficult to integrate it. And for communication, it was doing via standard BAPI connector, as I told you here, point number 4. Okay, now about EWM. When EWM was introduced, like there were a lot of functionality was previously not available in SAP WM, and that's why many industry were like tilted over EWM, because EWM is giving a lot of functionality over your inbound and outbound. Except your inbound, outbound, and intermediate process, you will also get a excellent analytical and reporting tool. You can use cross docking, you can use yard management. Apart from that, you can also use RF or voice control system. You can use automated warehouse and you can integrate with your EWM system. So there are a lot of enhanced or upgraded EWM. A lot of processes were introduced in EWM, and EWM has a lot of things to offer if you have a specific requirement. Okay. Now we'll discuss about the deployment option. When I say deployment option, means like how this EWM is deployed within your architecture or within your landscape. So basically, before S4HANA was introduced, the EWM was on SCM system. Okay, and if you want to utilize EWM, you have to take SCM licenses, and like clients who are already there in SCM system and they have procured the licenses for SCM, they can directly integrate their mainframe ERP system. That is mostly it will be 6.0 or your ECC business suite. They will connect with them and they can use this EWM functionality. That is option number 1. Option number 2, as I told you, like you can put it as a decentralized model or standalone system where you have your EWM system in a separate server, and again you have to connect your mainframe system to your EWM system. Now after your S4HANA was released, as I told you, like initially EWM system was not with S4HANA. It was introduced in 2016. So in that year, like SAP has given the same solutions to integrate your EWM system, that you can, instead of connecting your ERP system, you can directly connect your SAP EWM or SCM system to your S4HANA system. The methodology is the same because there is only change with your S4HANA. S4HANA is going to replace your ERP system. So SAP has given that solution. But after 2016, SAP has provided the embedded version, and after that there are a lot of advantages they have bring to the table by providing a embedded version. So in our upcoming slide, we are going to see a lot of advantages, and I will showcase you what is the difference between SCM EWM system and embedded EWM. Okay, so far any doubt, any confusion, guys?
No, please go ahead.
Okay, excellent. Now the data transfer. So first of all, we'll discuss, as I told you, like EWM is on SCM system. Okay, so initially what we were doing is like we were transferring all the master data to your SCM EWM system. Okay, because they both are having a different set of master data. For an example, like here you were creating a vendor master or customer master. uh, SCM system is using business partner. Okay, now S4HANA has business partner, but previously this functionality or this feature is came from SCM system. So since decade, the SCM system is using business partner for their customer or master or vendor master. So the role, you will just assign a role for that business partner, which will act as a customer or vendor, and your plant and shipping point will be act as a location. So you were transferring your master data from ERP system to your SCM system. We are talking about this particular model or this one. Okay, so this area right now we are discussing how it is transferring the data. Okay, so there are two set of data. One is master data and transactional data. So for master data, they were using SIF. Okay, core interface. So again, this is a terminology from SCM system, like that is APO core interface. The same methodology is getting used to transfer the master data for EWM. And for your plant and shipping point, system is creating location. From your customer and vendor, system is creating business partner. Okay, so how this SIF is going to work? You need to create a integration model, and your target system will be your SCM system where your EWM is lying. And for this, you need to select all the material and plant or customer master data, or all the master data which you want to transfer it to your EWM system. You need to select this and execute this. So what system was doing, based on the selection criteria, system is creating a corresponding master data in your SCM EWM system. Okay, so this is called SIF functionality. Apart from that, all the transactional data, as I told you earlier, like if your EWM is in a separate box, you need a delivery. Okay, like to activate EWM or to utilize EWM functionality, you need to create or integrate that with your inbound delivery or outbound delivery. That is a starting point for EWM system to get processed. Okay, and that was done by a QRFC. This is like a very old methodology, like nothing new in it. A lot of people are working on this already with other modules or integrating with it. Okay, so this queues will take all the data and transfer it to your EWM system. Mostly people will take immediate queue creation, and it will transfer it to your S4HANA system, or sorry, your EWM system.
So,
So
Ashish,
yeah.
in this case, when we are
Mhm.
trying to transfer the data, it doesn't have any dependency on only SAP, right? It can be for any other different tool also.
Sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you rephrase your
So,
question, please?
so the left hand side is the source, the right hand side is destination, right?
Right. This is source and this is destination. Correct.
Correct, correct, correct. So what I'm saying is, what I'm asking is, the destination can be anything, but the source can be, sorry, the destination can be same, but the source can be anything, right? It can be either ERP or Oracle, whatever.
So right now, like your source is, see, that is based on your landscape. Like what is your
Ah,
IT landscape? So right now we are talking about ERP system, which is integrated with your S4HANA system. Sorry, integrated with your EWM system, which is there on your SCM system. Okay, so in this case, this will be your source system whenever you wanted to transfer some data, master data or delivery data to your EWM system, and this will be your destination system. Okay,
Okay. And
now
it is
coming back,
also reverse same. So the
yes,
movement, some
yes.
change pointers will trigger from the source to destination.
Yes. So once you
Okay.
deliver this inbound delivery or outbound delivery, you are going to process this because, as I told you, like your after implementing warehouse management solution, dedicated SAP warehouse management solution, your inventory management will take place at a bin level, right? So all the GR posting, goods movement, and everything will be GR, good issue, everything will be placed at a bin level, right? So once you post these things here, system will update or update your delivery to your ERP system. Okay, suppose you have posted good receipt, right? But your ERP system does not know that this good receipt has been posted. Okay, so you need to update that to ERP system, right? So that again, after posting GR, system will again update to your ERP system that okay, for this delivery, good receipt is posted. So this delivery status will get updated and correspondingly purchase order PO history will get updated.
Okay. So some primary
Okay.
key, whether it's purchase order or process order, whatever.
Yes. So that's why if you see this arrow is on both side, right? So it
Yes.
is like both the ways. So the delivery will updated in this direction, like creation of it, and the update of delivery will be in this direction.
Okay. And the source data for master data will be always from left to right, and the
Yes,
transactions
master
will
data
be
will always from here because see the arrow is pointing towards this way. So yes.
right. So the master data is going to be left to right, and the transactions might be both sides.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
So Ashish, yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, go ahead.
CF interface is only point to mean that to data transfer from ERP to SCM, right?
Yes.
That,
Sorry,
that
can you
should be
come again?
only,
Sorry.
yeah,
Can you come again?
CAF interface. So only
Uh-huh.
mean for the data transfer from ERP to SCM, right?
Yeah, so SIF interface is basically for your master data. Okay, so
Okay.
SIF interface is only move your master data
Mm-hmm.
to your EWM master data creation or SCM master data creation. Okay, it is nothing to do with your transaction data because you know in SAP you have three type of data.
Yeah,
One
correct,
is
correct. Yeah.
master data, transactional data, and configurational data, right? So
Mhm,
only
correct.
system will transfer the master data, all the master data which are required for your day-to-day activity, warehouse
Mhm.
activity, that will be moved from here. The source system will be ERP and destination system will be your EWM system, which is there in your SCM server.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
and this will be one way direction. Okay, from
Mm-hmm.
here to here. But
Okay.
the transactional data system will create the delivery because delivery creation will happen in your ERP system via VL31N or VL01N, right? And that
Mhm.
will be transfer to your EWM system to create an inbound delivery notification and further inbound deliveries in your EWM system. We'll see in further detail about that,
Mhm.
and that has been done via QRFC. And once
Okay.
you will post all the transactional data here or further processing will done. After good receipt, system will update that inbound delivery, respective inbound delivery in ERP system.
Okay. So this
Okay.
this interface is both in like decentralized and embedded also, right?
Yeah, for embedded I'll come to it. Right now we are discussing
Okay.
about only the SCM one, but in our upcoming
Okay.
slide we'll also discuss about the embedded one, how the
Okay. Sure.
embedded
Sure.
one looks like. Okay,
Thank you. Okay.
so right now I'm also like with this presentation I'm also giving you some pointers how this embedded version is different from the previous versions of EWM SCM ones, right? So that at least you will get in some idea about it.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so the changes over, okay, let me select pen. Okay, yeah. So as we already discussed, that plant and your shipping point, this all will be the location, will be creating location. So your plant, distribution center, if you are in retail, then shipping point, customer and vendor will be your customer and vendor, or that is your business partner. It will also create locations. So all the master data which are creating locations, they are mentioning it over here, and what they are going to call it in your SCM EWM system. So they are calling it as a production plant, distribution center will be distribution center, and shipping point. But the location type is important. Based on the location type, you can bifurcate whether this is your plant, is this your distribution center, this is your shipping point, or this is your customer or vendor. But now in this particular thing, no master data transfer is needed in S4 HANA system. Why? Because uh, your S4 HANA has a same table for your EWM and your S4 HANA. For an example, business partner will be your like creating a business partner, right? Because both the system are dealing with business partners. So in a S4 HANA, you don't need like to sift these things. Okay. So in this case, yeah, this is the point which I was referring. So if you are using your SCM system, let me write SCM EWM system. In this case, your customer or vendor material master will become your business partner here when you sift the data. But in S4 HANA EWM system, as you already might be aware, that S4 HANA is now using business partner for their customer vendor master. So like there is no need to create it because both of them are using the same table of business partner. So no need to go sift that customer or vendor master here. Okay. In addition to this, your material master data is also not required to sift in S4 HANA. Why? Because they are using both the system are in the same client or in the same server, and both of them are using the same set of table. Okay, so there is no need to create or distribute the material master. So whenever you create a material with MM01 transaction, the same data you need to create like you need to create only the views for the EWM system, but all the general tabs or general data will come from your MM01. So you do not need to sift this. Okay, you just need to create all the views which are important for the EWM system. So no need for sift or core interface in your embedded versions. Okay, so this point is clear to everybody.
So you mean that the moment whatever is created on the left hand side, it will be replicated on the right hand side.
Yeah, so the data, like you need to create a material, okay, but you don't have to again create all the details which you have already created in MM01. For an example, you do not have to again create a basic data detail or description of the material or base unit of measurement or alternate unit of measurement. Those detail will come by default, okay, whenever you create a material master.
Okay. And how about the change?
Yeah, change will automatically update this. You don't like all the MM01 field will get automatically updated in mat1 transaction.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So probably same thing as what is the equivalent to M02 then?
Yeah, that is mat1 only. Like I'll show you
Achha.
basic difference between two transaction. I will show you because for creation, change, and display, all three are there in this transaction only. So we do not have any different transaction because that is a old kind of viewing methodology that we have separate T codes for to do a separate action for the same master data. But nowadays, SAP is introducing a transaction called, and they will just give that three buttons: create, change, and display. Let me share that detail. Let me come out from the presentation mode. Just a moment. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
So see here in this one, I need to give warehouse, and see here itself, like display, change, and create. All three options are given in the same transaction. Like there are no different transaction for different actions. Okay, so if I wanted to see this, see here, if I go to edit mode, see this all tabs are non-editable. Can you see those?
Right,
Even
right.
though
So,
I'm going into the edit mode, so these tabs will update via mm02 only. If I wanted to update the material group here, I cannot update it here. I need to go to mm02. I need to update it, and once I update it, immediately this will update because both the transaction are using the same set of table in background.
so basically, there's only one source.
Yeah, one source. Yes, that's
Right.
why you
Got
don't need to sift the material master. Okay,
right.
and see here, these all are the fields or the tabs which are important for your EWM system.
Okay. Specific.
Okay.
So this
Another
doesn't go
point,
back.
sorry.
This doesn't go back. Whatever information is on the screen, it doesn't go
Yeah.
back to S4. It's just
No. This
staying
is
in.
like for EWM. So if you
Right.
are creating any material master in your S4HANA system, you have to create the same number here. Okay, but here you do not have to create. Once you click on create, this all tabs will come automatically. Okay, we'll see it in our upcoming session how you can create that, and what is the difference between that and how it is going to update it. But this tabs which are in editable mode, this is not going to update your mm01 or your mm02 transaction, because this is EWM specific tabs, and S4 HANA does not have that node or tabs in it, right? If you go to let me go and show you that. So if I create, so see here, I can find SAP WM view, but there is no view called EWM.
Acha, okay.
Okay, that's why there is no point to send those information back to MM01, because all the EWM tabs, there is a separate transaction has been given so that you can maintain all the things here itself. Okay. And
Thank
if
you.
you want to update this general information, then you have to go to MM02 and update it. Immediately system will reflect here because both the transaction are using the same tables.
Right. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, I hope this is clear. Like this is very important point which you have raised, but like yeah, this is very important in the understanding point of view.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Okay, now let me again share the system. Just give me a second. Okay, can anybody confirm that they are able to see this?
Yeah, Ashish. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so SIF is not required for material master, and vendor and customer is again like you don't now in S4 HANA you are not creating any customer master or vendor master. You are just directly creating business partner. So again, the source tables are the same, so there is no need to shift the customer master or vendor master here, because you are not creating any in S4 HANA. So you are just simply creating business partner, which will be the same for your embedded version. So SIF at all, there is no need for SIF in your embedded version. Okay, so there is no core interface functionality in embedded version. Okay, apart from that core interface is, so we understood, okay, material master shifting is not required to move the data, but what about the transactional data? So yes, for transactional data, QRFC is as it is. Okay, so you need to create your inbound deliveries. Inbound deliveries will get create QRFC queues, and then it will get update in your EWM system. Okay, we'll see again like what are the differences in the data transfer, like how there are few additional steps are not required in your embedded version that we'll see it in upcoming slides. So I hope that is clear so far. And let's move on to the organizational units. So as you if you have worked in so you know like plant, storage location, and under your storage location your warehouse management will come. Now as this is a embedded version, even though it is in the same client or same server, you to activate this you need to create your SAP WM warehouse, which is 3-digit alphanumeric number. So people who has worked on SAP WM, they know there is a 3-digit alphanumeric number for your warehouse management, and under that you will create all the storage sections, storage type, storage section, and bins. But here like you just need to create a warehouse number, and you need to assign to your plant storage location combination. That's it. No further entities are needed to be created to activate this. Okay, like you just need this, and you will just assign to your 4-digit alphanumeric number EWM warehouse number, so that it is tightly integrated with your organization, and you can decide that which are the storage location you want a warehouse management and which storage location you do not want to warehouse management under your plant. You can also use multiple storage location like that. Okay, this leads to the organizational structure. After that we need to maintain our warehouse structure. Okay, so warehouse structure has like this structure is almost similar to SAP WM. There are no much changes as far as the structure is concerned, but yes, there are few additional objects we are going to create, like activity areas, and based on that we are going to group our storage type and bins. We'll see those things in our upcoming classes and why those things are important, because this activity area will help us to identify or to determine your storage type. It will also determine your warehouse order creation rule. There are a lot of things are involved in that activity and activity area. We'll see it in detail, but in generalized sense, you have your storage under your warehouse number. You have your storage type, storage section, and storage bin. So basically storage type is nothing but your subdivision of your warehouse. For an example, in previous slide you can see the warehouse boundary. So under this warehouse boundaries you can subdivide your warehouse with your storage type. For an example, this is a high rack area, so you can say that okay, this is my high rack area. After that, if you have a staging area, you can define a staging area. You can also define deconsolidation, packing area, or fixed bin area, or staging area for your outbound doors. So storage type is a very important object. Even though it was previously also in SAP WM, it was very important, as all the configuration was like it was a heart of your SAP WM, because all the configuration were there, like your put away strategy, stock removal strategy. Similar to this, in EWM, the storage type is again a very important object, because each section of your warehouse should or I say must be defined under your storage type. For an example, door. Okay, in door you are not going to store your product or material, but still you will create a storage type for your doors. Okay, and how it is it can identify that this is door. So in your storage type configuration, you will assign the storage type role. Okay, so I will show you in the system.
So Ashish, is the storage type in WM and EWM same or different? The
Concept is the
terminology.
same.
Acha.
Concept is the same. but you are going to create all the storage type under your EWM warehouse number, not at WM warehouse number. So if I
So
show
this
you
is
in the,
this particular configuration is not transferable. You have to create separately.
yes, 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 definitely. So under this, you need to create storage type, storage section, storage bins, okay, and so on. So basically, based on your warehouse blueprint, don't worry, we'll discuss this topic in detail whenever we see that in our upcoming classes if you join it. So based on your blueprint, you will decide what are the storage types required for my warehouse. So if you go to an implementation project, they will the business will give you a blueprint of their warehouse, and based on that, you will map that each section of your warehouse in a storage type. Okay, even though those entities are not going to store the material in your warehouse, but still you are going to create it as a storage type. Okay, so I can show you one or two examples. So see here, I have created a storage type Y930. Okay, so this I have given the description door, but how system will get to know that this storage type is door and I don't have to store this product here? So if you see here I have a field called storage type role. So basically based on the roles, or based on the task the storage type is going to perform, you will define the door. If that storage type is going to perform as door, you will give F. If that is a yard, you will give G. If it is an identification point, you will give A. And if it is just for a final destination for your product, or where you are going to store your products, then it will be your you will keep it as a blank, or a space. And if I show you the hierarchy storage types, where we will define it as a blank, see here. So this is your standard storage type, so where you are going to store your product. So based on the roles, you are going to define it in our storage type. Okay, that's how you will bifurcate, or system will get to know that okay, this storage type belongs to door, or staging area, or decon, or work center, or packing center, and so on. Okay, now see here, in this warehouse we'll create doors, inbound doors, outbound doors, staging area for inbound and outbound. So staging area is an intermediate location where you will store your product temporarily, for your put away or for your good issue. Okay, then you have
So
deconsolidation station.
in this case, the door is at a higher level, so it doesn't tell whether it's an inbound or outbound, right?
Yes, so for that you will create, okay, another thing is that you will create a door as an entity, and you will assign that door to your storage type.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
just the assignment which will determine whether it's inbound or outbound.
Yes, so you have a separate object called door, but you cannot simply create a door. You need a storage type to create a door. Okay, that's what my point is. If you go to the master data in SPRO, so see, you have warehouse doors here. Okay, and here you need to assign, there is an assignment where you will assign that warehouse door to your storage staging area group and your bin and everything. So that is also there, and here you will define that this door will act as an inbound door or outbound door.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay,
understood.
but to, you cannot simply create a door and say that okay, this is a door. So for each space of your warehouse should be represent some or another storage type as a storage type. Okay, there should not be any blank space where you can keep your product. Okay, there has to be, like, each area of your warehouse should be represented as a storage type.
Right.
Okay,
The other also be open space, right?
sorry.
No, the other space will be open space, like for movement.
Yeah, that where you are not going to store the products, right? Like,
Right.
See, our object, what is our objective? To track and trace. Okay, so if you are tracking your product, then that product will going to sit somewhere, right? If you are moving that product, that already that product is in your track or in your control, right? But if that product is ideally sitting somewhere, and if you want to find out that, then you will be able to find out based on this hierarchy, right?
Right. Perfect.
Uh, so if you are carrying your mobile, then you do not want to search that mobile, right? But if you have placed your mobile in your bedroom, then you need to search that, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So apart from that, there is another object called storage section. So basically the storage section is further subdivision of your storage type, like here in this example, like fast moving and slow moving. Here the storage staging area has only one storage section, that is 001. Likewise, this staging area has two sections, 001 and 002. And under that storage section, you have storage bins where you are going to store the actual product or the quant. Okay, so this is the structure of your warehouse. We will see about the activity and activity area, how this is going to be used in our other objects to get determined, and what are the further uses of it. We'll see it in our upcoming classes. But this is just an idea about warehouse structure. Then you have work center as well. So if you are doing certain activity, then you will define that particular area as a work center. For an example, packing. So in this particular area, you are just packing the products, so you are performing certain actions. So that area we will call it as a packing area, and for that we'll create a storage type and storage section under that. Then similar to that, we have deconsolidation work center. In upcoming slide we'll see what is deconsolidation. Then you have bins. So bins can be bin can be structured based on your bin type. So here in this example, you have storage type, you have storage section. Sorry. Yeah. So you have storage type, you have storage section. Under that, you have like 6 bins. Okay, out of 6 bins, 3 bins are of 2 meter bin height, and like 3 bin or 4 bins are 1 meter bin height. So you can define the bin types, and based on that you can group similar attributes bin within your storage type or storage section. So that can be possible as a bin structure. In addition to this, in SAP WM, storage section was a mandatory field, but here the storage section is not a mandatory field. You can directly assign your bins to your storage type. Then similar to SAP WM, you can generate the bin structure. Okay, the template is similar to SAP WM. So like people who has worked on SAP WM, they might be knowing it, but still we are going to discuss it in detail whenever we are going to touch upon this topic. So basically you will create a template, you will create a structure, and based on the start value and end value and the increment, okay, you are going to create your bin numbers. So in many a times, if you are going in an implementation project, you need to create thousands of bin, okay, for your storage type. So that is not possible to create manually. So like SAP has given the option to create the bins in fractions of second based on your bin template. So you will create a template, and based on the template, system will create the bins. So we'll see that in our upcoming classes. Don't worry. Okay, this is about your product master. We have seen the mat1 screen. So basically, like there are other tabs which are coming from your MM01. You do not have to worry about it. That will be created and updated based on your MM01 and MM02 transaction. But you need to create a product in mat1, because you need to update your EWM related tabs like warehouse management data, then you have slotting, and you have storage type related data. So basically for replenishment of the stock, you need to maintain that data in storage type data. We'll see in upcoming slide what is replenishment. Warehouse related data is basically you will maintain certain indicators which will be going to use to determine your storage type and storage bin and other entity. So those details will be mentioned it over here. Don't worry, we'll see it very much in detail about this, and frequently we are going to visit these steps. Okay, so this leads to the inbound process. So what is the inbound process looks like when you have activated EWM system? So basically you will create a purchase order, just you as usual, which you are creating ME21, and that will get converted into your inbound delivery via VL31 and transaction code. And to create a VL31, and as obviously you need to activate your confirmation control key 04 in your purchase order, then and then only you'll be able to create inbound delivery. Once you create an inbound delivery, and if your configuration has been already set up for your SCM EWM system, then it will generate a inbound delivery notification. This is an intermediate document or just a replica of your ERP inbound delivery before creating a EWM inbound delivery. Okay, so it is an intermediate document, and this will get converted to your inbound delivery. Okay, so this particular process is applicable when you have EWM system on SCM server. Okay, like if I discuss about the S4HANA embedded system, see, this is the same structure which we were discussing: PO, inbound delivery notification, and in EWM inbound delivery will get created. But here you see there is a additional step has been removed in S4HANA embedded S4HANA EWM system. So see here, you will create a purchase order, inbound delivery, and inbound delivery notification is not required. This will directly create EWM inbound delivery. And afterwards, you can do unloading of that delivery and do a put away, and good receipt will be get updated here. And once you are doing a good receipt, it will update back to your ERP inbound delivery by saying that good receipt has been completed. This will also further update your purchase order history with material document and accounting document. Yeah, that's what it is written over here. Okay, so far, any doubt, any confusions?
Uh,
Thank you, Rajesh. I'm good.
can you
Okay,
go back to
let's,
last?
sorry,
Can you go back to last slide?
sure.
So will you talk about how the data will be mapped between those two transactions, like when we discuss during classes?
Definitely,
Uh,
what we will do, we will create a ERP organizational structure. We'll create EWM organizational structure. We will assign both of them. Okay, let me show you that slide. Okay, we'll create this org structure. We'll take two storage location. One is receive on dock, another one is available for sales. So we will say that, okay, these two storage location are EWM managed storage location. Okay, and based on that, we will create or create a SAP WM warehouse number. We'll assign that WM warehouse number to our EWM org structure, that is EWM warehouse number, storage type, storage section. So we'll take one blueprint. Based on that, we'll create all the storage types, storage section, bins, activity area. I will also provide you the details how you can integrate this or activate SAP EWM if you have just like an implementation project. Okay, and you can follow those steps and create it in training system.
so which scenario are we planning to do? Is it embedded in S4HANA, or is it the ERP to S4HANA?
So this training is for embedded EWM S4HANA. Because we have a training system for that. Like nobody is nowadays required or demand a training for SCM, because that is an older version. Because a lot of people are moving in S4 HANA, and there is a very few little differences are there. Like SIF is not required, and some additional steps are missing in EWM system as the embedded version. Apart from that, almost processes are the same. Concept is the same. The only thing is that you should be able to aware what was there in previous version. That's why I'm discussing here in the slides.
So how the scenario looks like if it is a conversion project, right? From might be client is going for the S4HANA. In that case, we need to move all the SCM processes to S4, right? So
Yes.
can
So
you,
for that, yeah, you have to go for the conversion thing. Yes.
so in that case, are you going to talk about like what are the steps we need to do part of the conversion of the SCM to S4HANA landscape? Is it included or not?
I don't think so that has been included, but yeah, we can discuss it if we get some of time left in this syllabus. Because see, here we have to discuss a lot of the things. Okay, like uh, we have a lot of topics to cover. But yes, if we get some time, I can discuss it. But I cannot show you in the system because we do not have any SCM EWM system. So what I can do, I can discuss a theoretical thing and I can provide you the documentation.
Sure, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay,
And
now what
Ashish,
we'll do, yeah.
regarding the syllabus, um,
Mhm,
since I joined a little bit late, um,
mhm.
how many classes are you planning?
So this will be somewhere around, mm, I need to check about the syllabus, but I guess Naveen should already have sent you that details, Naveen and team. Okay, I'll check with them if they have not sent you. I will request them to send it again. Okay, and in that everything is mentioned, like how many hours it would take and what are the topics we are going to cover.
Okay, just let me check right now.
Okay. Meanwhile, what we'll do, I will show you one inbound process here. Okay, as a demonstration. So what we'll do, we'll create a purchase order,
And
just like in the.
what is client Ashish? S21?
This should be, yes, S4HANA 2021. Yeah. Okay. So right now I'm just copying from the previous purchase order. So here I have material. This is my quantity, and the main field which we have to look out is plant and storage location. So this is my receive on dock storage location under my plant. In addition to this, in confirmation tab, this confirmation control key is must to create an inbound delivery. So this is not a EWM. This is S4 HANA or a SAP related configuration, which we will again see it in our upcoming classes. But this is a mandatory requirement to create delivery. Okay, I will save this document. So this is my purchase order. Now what I will do, I will create VL31N. Okay. And here I will just reduce quantity to 100 and see here I will just remove the storage location to show you the difference between a distributed delivery and non-distributed delivery. Okay, so if I just right now I'm not given the storage location. Okay, and if I just click on save, it it will say it will show me the notification that delivery got created and saved. Okay, but ideally this should get distributed to EWM system via QRFC, right? So for that, all the mapping is done based on your plant storage location combination. So as I told you earlier, you will create a SAP WM warehouse. You will assign that SAP WM warehouse to your plant storage location combination. So basically you are mapping your plant storage location combination to your SAP S4HANA warehouse number. So these two fields are important. If you have given the correct combination, then and then only your SAP will distribute your delivery. Otherwise it will not distribute. See here, this message is saying that your delivery was saved and distributed to warehouse management system. So if I go further and go to the header section of this delivery, I can also see the status, which is showing me as a distributed delivery status here. Okay, as soon as I will do a good receipt in EWM system, the good receipt status will be changed from not started to completed. I'll show you in a while. Okay, let's go and further see the.
So from this example, we do need a WM number as well as a EWM number, both.
Yes, to activate your EWM, you need the SAP WM warehouse number as of now. Okay, see here, this is the T code slash SCWM slash PRDI. Here you will give your delivery. Don't worry, I'll show you all the connectivity and background configuration. As this is a demo session, I don't want to go into the configuration because it is a very big topic, but all the document types and document category will mapped with your delivery document type and category. So like we need to map this document type EL to your document type INB, EWM document type INB. That will again come under your delivery mapping thing. I'll show you that configuration in upcoming classes. But see here, your delivery got distributed. Okay, this is your header section. This is your item section look like. And if I go to the form view, this button is called as a form view, so you can view your screen like fully with all the details in one page, so you don't have to scroll on right hand side every time if you want to see any detail. So here in this case, the important field are your warehouse number. We'll see what is GR office or supply chain unit in our upcoming classes, but see here, this is a document type, document category. Then you have product, which is coming from your delivery, and here this field is very important. This is this is your warehouse process type. So you in your material master module, you sorry, in your MM module, you have movement types, right? So if you're doing any product movement, that will be registered under your movement type. So similar to in EWM, you can say that this is a kind of this will be going to as a warehouse process type. So this is a 4-digit alphanumeric.
Ashish, your voice
Is
is
my
low.
voice is audible?
Yeah,
Now,
it
now
was.
you're
Yeah,
audible.
I thought so.
no, it's fine.
Is it audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
now you're good.
Okay, sorry for that. My headphone got disconnected. Okay, so as I was telling you, this is warehouse process type is similar to your movement type in material management module. Like if you are moving a product from one place to another place, within your warehouse or outside your warehouse or receiving outside from your warehouse, that all will represented as a warehouse process type. So that movement can be physical or logical as you have in right? So you have a lot of movement type which is not physical, just a logical. Just give you an example, 309, right? So similar to that, a lot of movement types you will be also be uh, see here also. See, these are all the warehouse process type. So this warehouse process type configuration is also important. So you need to set up the warehouse process type based on your process. So you have certain standard warehouse process type. You can also create a custom ones, and you have to also set up for the determination. And that's why I told you in your product master is very much important in this. So if you go to your mat1 transaction and go to the warehouse tab, here you have one indicator. So this indicator is basically will play a key role in your warehouse process type determination. So whenever system receive your inbound delivery with this material, system will pick this warehouse process type from this indicator. Okay, so there is a combination. We will set up a model or a template. Based on that, system will determine your warehouse process type. So you do not have to enter the warehouse process type frequently or manually. Okay, and another concept is like you will create a warehouse task. So you will just go to follow on function, warehouse task. Okay, and here you can see you can click on create and save what this will do, this will create a warehouse order. So you have certain process flow. I'll just show you that process flow. So you have a process flow called like you will create an inbound delivery. The inbound delivery will get or you will create a warehouse task. So the warehouse task is basically the action which you want to perform on certain product or a handling unit. Okay, so if I say that, okay, put this product from location A to location B, so that will be become a task for you, right? So that is your warehouse task. So this movement become a warehouse task. You want to move this product from location A to location B, so that is coming from your warehouse task. So this will be go into the warehouse order. So warehouse order is a smallest executable container in which you can store one or multiple warehouse tasks. Okay, so this will be a combination of multiple warehouse tasks. So I can assign this packet directly to the resource or warehouse worker by saying that, okay, you need to confirm 3 warehouse tasks. Okay, so I don't have to give a separate 3 tasks to him. I can directly give this warehouse order, and this warehouse order is linked to queues. We will see those, what is queues and all those things. Just give me a second. My laptop is running.
Hello.
Is my voice is audible?
Yeah, Ashik.
So if I go to the confirm, so this is my warehouse order, and under C here you can see all the warehouse tasks under your warehouse order as I was discussing, and you can click confirm and save. Don't worry, this is just for the demo purpose. We will see all the business processes in depth. I will show you each transaction, what it do. I will also give you the brief idea how that screen looks, what are the fields there in that screen. So don't worry, I'll give you all the overview of it. This is just for the demo purpose. And see here, once I confirm that warehouse order, see here the status got confirmed in good receipt. Okay, so once this good receipt is confirmed in here, system will trigger ppf action for this delivery. Don't worry, we'll see what is ppf action, but this action will update your erp delivery. So if I go again back to that delivery and go to the header section, see here good receipt status got completed now, which was initially not started. You can see here this status also becomes C from B, which was distributed. And if I open that particular purchase order, so you will find a PO history tab in it with your material document for your 100 quantity, and according your FI document is also posted. So this is an overview about the inbound process, and I hope this demo has given you a certain idea. Don't worry, we'll also discuss about unloading, transportation unit, and all sort of terminology are still has to be discussed, but I cannot discuss all the things here because we have certain limitation, time limitation. So that's why I've kept it limited. So yeah, this was the slide which I was discussing in our demonstration, like how that warehouse process type is getting determined. So in your delivery, you have warehouse number, your product, warehouse process type, and stock type. Based on this, from your product master system will take that indicator and it will go to that configuration where we have set up the template to determine our warehouse process type, and from there system will pick the suitable warehouse process type for your delivery. Similar to that, storage type will get determined. So when you create a warehouse task, let me show you that. So for your delivery, we go to the follow on function and created warehouse task. So in that warehouse task, see, you have source bin and the destination bin. So how the system has decided the destination location. So this first field is your storage type, second field is your storage section, and third field is your storage bin. So how system has determined your destination storage type and bin. That is, again, you have to set up certain indicator, and again, similar to your warehouse process type determination, you will set up a storage type determination process, and from there system will identify your storage type. Okay, so that will also, will see, this is just an overview and idea about it, like what are the uh, parameters system will pick up from your delivery, that is warehouse number, document type, item type, delivery priority, product, and based on that system will take a product from your item and go to the product master, pick up that indicator, and all the detail will go to that particular template, and the suitable storage type will come out as a result. And this is your bin sorting. So similar to storage type determination, you have to also identify the bin, suitable bin where you want to put away your product. So generally, if you are not setting up this, then user will decide where to put, and that is not a very good idea, because all the warehouse users are not in like, anybody who is coming to just work for 8 hours will not put a product in a very optimized way or very planned way. So every time system has to give them a appropriate storage type and bin. That's why we will set up all the automated storage type and storage bin determination. And one of the thing is that we need to also provide a correct suitable bin for our product when they are doing a put away task. So system will do that via bin sorting. So we'll sort the bins based on certain criteria, whether it is a put away or picking criteria, and based on that we'll do the bin sorting. So system has a control over it. So whenever you will create a new warehouse task, system will see that bin sorting and what are the bins available. Based on your put away strategy, system will give you the suitable bin, and that process is called as a bin sorting. How we will do it, the bin sorting, we'll see it. This is just an overview and idea about what is bin sorting is. Then you have another concept called availability group. So in our previous slide, I showed you that we have two storage location, which is your warehouse management. So one is your receive and dock storage location. Another is available for sales. Now you can ask me, like, why there are two storage location. So see, the business scenario is that you need a bifurcation, that where do you want to pick the stock, okay, to send it to customer. So if I give you an example, if you are receiving a stock for your in your warehouse and you have just received the stock, okay, so that is not a good idea that without checking or doing a good receipt, you want to send the stock from the recently arrived lot. Okay, so it is a good idea that you pick a stock from the location where that stock is ready. It has been done a quality inspection, it has been already set up, and it is available to issue the stock to your customer. So that's why there are two different storage locations. So whenever you are receiving the stock, you are going to receive it at a storage location called receive on dock and available, and once you receive it, you will do a put away in your available for sale storage location. So you will bifurcate that, okay, this is my unrestricted stock F1 and F2, and for that storage location, and that can be possible via availability group. So basically availability group is a linkage between your receive and dock and available for sales zone. Okay, so for an example, this is an warehouse layout. So this is my truck, this is my door, and this is my GR zone or the receive and dock area where I'm receiving the stock, and still there is some quality inspection and stock needs to be get counted and everything is pending. So whatever stock is lying over here, that will be represented as availability group 001. And once I complete my put away to a final destination bin, the stock availability group will become 002. And this availability group is assigned to my storage location, that is receive and dock and available for sale. So based on my availability group changes after the put away transaction is completed, the storage location is also changing in MMB transaction. So don't worry, if you get the concept, that is fine. In detail we are going to discuss it in our upcoming classes, but if you have any questions, I can take that so far. Guys.
Thank you, Ashish. So you said regarding the training as such, this the schedule and the syllabus will be shared by Naveen.
Mhm.
Okay. And what about the timing? Would it be the same time?
That will also Naveen and team will convey you like what will be the suitable timings.
Okay. So you're a little bit flexible with plus or minus.
Yeah. That
Okay.
they will check, and they will also inform me what is the suitable time for all, and accordingly they will set up the classes.
Okay. Good.
So next is a handling unit management. So basically, I'll just give you an overview in detail. Don't worry, we'll discuss it in our upcoming classes. But just to give you an idea or flavor of EWM, so handling unit is nothing but your packaging material plus your product. So for an example, in this diagram, you have a pallet and you are directly placing that product into the pallet. So this product plus pallet become your handling unit, and there is a separate handling unit management setup which we are going to do, so that EWM system will accept whatever the handling unit number is sent by a S4HANA and vice versa. Okay, so those setup will see, and apart from that we'll also see a packaging specification. We'll also see a deconsolidation process. So what is deconsolidation process means? Suppose in your warehouse you are receiving a product in one handling unit, like two or three or multiple products in one handling unit. So you cannot store that pallet whole in your storage type, because you need to organize your warehouse that each product has a separate area to pack. For an example, product A is having a storage type JK01 and product B is going to store in JK04. What you have to do, you have to separate both the product from the pallet, you have to repack it again. So that process is called as a deconsolidation process. That will again come under POSC, that is process oriented control. And at deconsolidation station you will do this activity, and this is kind of POSC and LOSC is a heart of EWM thing. Like process wise, every warehouse either use POSC or LOSC. So that comes to our next point is LOSC, layout oriented process control, where you are going to move your product from your one location to another location via some intermediate location. So you want that system should generate a warehouse task every time whenever you are going to move that product from this particular area. So that is done by a POSC. So there are further topics like packaging specification. So this is a packaging instruction. So whenever you want to create or pack certain product in certain way in certain packaging material, so you will just create this template or a set of master data. So system will create a packaging, so system will do a packing and create a handling unit for you automatically in the system, so that you can just directly go and label the product or the handling unit. Okay, so that we are going to see as well. There is a replenishment process, so you are going to move your material from your reserve zone to your primary zone. So primary zone is your picking area where you are going to pick your product and send it to customer, but that is not a bulk storage location, right? You cannot store 1,000 quantity of one product, so there will be no space for other products. So what you will do, you will store the bulk product in the reserve zone, and whenever your stock is lower, get lower to the minimum quantity in primary area, system will trigger the replenishment task, and it will replenish your primary zone or peak phase. There are many methods like plant replenishment, automatic replenishment. We'll see those things in
Can
when
I
we are
ask a
going.
question here?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
So, while doing the forthcoming sessions of, let's say, are we going to discuss about how to configure this replenishment based on what is the warehouse structure or the based on the business requirement? Are we gonna?
So for each topic, we will take some business requirement, because see, there are n number of business requirement or business process. All right. So, but what we will do, we will take most common business requirement. We will set up the warehouse based on our requirement. Okay, we will not run the scenario based on our warehouse structure. We will run the scenario, we'll set up the our warehouse based on our business requirement. So for each topic which I am discussing in this slide, this is just an overview, but for each topic I have a business scenario. Just like this, in the consolidation station, we have discussed one scenario, right? So similarly, that will discuss one business scenario, and based on that we will set up the warehouse first. We will activate our EWM system. Then based on our business scenario, we'll set up all the organizational structure, master data, configuration data, and we will run the end-to-end cycle for that business scenario.
So, are we gonna get the server access to all these configurations, or how it will be?
Definitely, you are going to get those details. Maybe
Sure.
Naveen and team can provide you or help you with that once you enroll to the course. Yeah.
Good. Good.
Okay, I have few more slides, but let's take any questions if you have, because if you have any doubts or questions, because I can go on and on and on, but there is no point of it. So
Will
do you
you
have any
able to
questions?
will you able to go to that organization kind of a hierarchy you made it? In that, I have a question.
Hmm.
Yes, here we go. See, according to the I'm just a bit of confused here. We have a plant on the top, then we should have a warehouse. Under the warehouse, we should have a storage location. Or how this
No,
mapping is happening?
no.
Hmm.
Warehouse is always under your storage location,
Hmm.
because see, you need to see, before the warehouse management was introduced, as I depicted in my previous slide as well, storage
Hmm.
location was the lowest level. Like, that was the smallest organizational level where you are storing your goods or doing a movements on IM level, right? But when SAP has introduced a warehouse, warehouse is always below your storage location, even for SAP WM. Okay, and you need to maintain your warehouse at a storage location level. Okay, so you need to maintain that. Okay, my storage location, if I have multiple storage locations, so I have to decide that which are the storage location will be my warehouse managed storage location.
So I have a question, Ashish. So
Yeah.
in that case, do we have a multiple warehouse numbers for a particular plant?
So that can be a possible. So if you have like three storage location, out of three, two storage location are managed by this warehouse. See, this all depends upon your client's requirement. If your client is saying that, okay, I have two warehouse facility, okay, and at the same geographical level, and I wanted to maintain it as a separate based on my storage location, then yes, you can maintain multiple warehouse under your plant and storage location.
So are these needs to be aligned with the S4MM, they both are different I mean, like, it's I know different configurations.
plant and
Everything
storage.
is aligned with S4HANA because embedded version is already integrated with your S4HANA system. So whatever the warehouse numbers you are going to create in your EWM should be mapped with your plant storage location combination against your SAP WM warehouse number. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions?
No, Ashish. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So Naveen will provide you, if he has not provided you, he will provide you the course of content. He will also provide you the timings and system access. And I hope that all of you join me in the online training sessions, which I'm going to conduct next week. Right now, I'm not sure about the timings. I will check with Naveen and Naveen will update you about the timings. So thank you so much for your time. And it was
Ashish,
great. Yeah.
Ashish, one
Thank you.
question. So since this is going to be a holiday season, right? I don't know where you are, but probably everywhere in the world it's holiday season. So
Yes.
are you planning for the weekends on the holiday as well?
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, so like just convey your message or restrictions to Naveen. What Naveen will do, Naveen will accommodate everybody's time, and accordingly he will set up the batches. If required, he might be setting up 2 batches. I'm not sure, but you just check with him, and Naveen will take a most suitable time for all, and accordingly he will create the batch.
Okay. Thank you.
But
Thank you,
more are
Ashish.
the man like more people joining in one batch will be a good option because you will get a lot of different ideas or different questions, because you can see here in this demo session itself, like 2 or 3 people are from ABAP background. One is a totally a new guy, so he will ask me a lot of new questions, which which might be like your thought process or vision is different because you have more experience, but that guy is not that experience, so he might be asking more questions. You guys be asking a few questions from your point of view because you have some bird eye view based on your experience, so that will be useful for others. So like multiple people are joining in one batch will be a good idea or better option.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you guys, thank you so much, and it was delightful session with you guys. Thank you so much, and looking forward to meet you again in the online classes. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Ashish.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes.